Hey guys, Grunge0 Gaming back here, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about things that they need to add to Rage 2. So if you guys have been wondering why I haven't been around, I'm going to be explaining that at the end, but for people who have just been, tuning into my channel, just like this is your first time, let's just jump right in. So first of all, things that need to change is definitely the AIs, as you guys can see here demonstrated. The AIs aren't as smart as they should be, and even now that a new bug update came out to kind of patch some stuff, the AIs in this vehicle, the Icarus, is even slower than ever. So for some reason the AI in this is worse. I'm not exactly sure why. This AI makes it so you can just go up rough terrain, and by that I mean just really straight up hillsides and mountainsides, so it'll actually just shoot right up. But that hasn't been happening for a while now, so I mean, I don't know why it hasn't happened yet, why they haven't had another release. But the game just came out, so they're still working. It's like the hardest week is controversy and new glitches and weird things that come out. So I mean, that's something that they're definitely going to have to fix and add on to new vehicles too. Definitely make some new advancement and maybe some new weapons. So next I'd like to talk about terrain. So if you guys don't know, on your map, if you look up to the top left area, you'll just see the mountain ridge, and you kind of go up there for your final mission, for against the boss, and that's the only time you can ever get out of the map. Now, with that being said, they could add something up there, because there's actually a lot of land up there. If you take this, plane that I have right now, plane, helicopter, weird thing up there, you'll see for yourself that there's tons of land to develop on. They just haven't developed it yet, though. So that really, brings to the question, why haven't they developed it yet? I guess it's just they have to let it out at some point, or else they're gonna lose money if they don't have any new games coming out. So I mean, that's probably definitely the reason why. And then probably next for it, they probably need to make the enemies, I wouldn't say a little smarter, just a little bit different. I think as for enemies go, they're a little bit different. One enemy is just powerful. If you guys don't know, the most kind of powerful enemy is, it's usually the Shroud. They usually have top level base camps, and they're pretty smart. Their AIs are more smarter, and just to top it off, they have better weapons than all the other people, kind of combined kind of thing. So they're usually pretty good, and they usually are pretty powerful, and they have a lot of armor on them. So I mean, they're pretty easy. They're pretty hard to beat. They're pretty easy to look by and say, yeah, they're just normal enemy. Well, they're not, and I think that they might need to get nerfed, or all the other people need to be more powered up. Now, I don't know about this on other game modes. I just know that they are, the most powerful enemy. Even though the Authority is supposed to be the most, powerful, they do possess the most powerful vehicles. So that's all I'll just say for that. And then next, I think they need to have more places to get resources. Maybe, I know the meteorites are fine, and sometimes you'll find it growing in walls. But I think it can be kind of cool if you could go into money factories or something like that and find it there, rob a evil money factory or something along those lines, because that would be pretty cool. So definitely more heists. And then as for updates, I think they need to just patch a few more bugs. Like I was talking earlier, I think they really need to make sure that they're making the quality content they want, and making sure that people stick around and it doesn't just get glitchy. Now this game has so many camps, and apparently oh gosh, I can't even say their name. I just like to call them Bethesda, but I know that's not their name. It's Bethesda, and Bethesda Studios have just been said in their daily message that there's over 250,000 bandit camps to get. Now that is a lot of bandit camps, and now you know what they've been putting their time into as far as open world maps go and open world enemies go. So now they have, enemy maps everywhere and enemies that you can fight. So, I think that they need to make a little more. I think they need to make bandit camps a little more different, and each one should have like a little bit of a story to it. Not it's all kind of like repetitive. And now they have done a really good job of doing like less repetitive things. Like each base is uniquely different, but at the same time, it still has like the same parts. It'd be cool if they added in a little story element to it. And now next, as you guys can see, there are levels. I think it'd be interesting if they were able to maybe like add a few more main characters to the story, like just come along in a new expansion. So I'm hoping that they make, some kind of like expansion or something like that. Or open up, the other sector of the map. As you can see, there's a few territories. You guys can already see, like 5, and then there's a 6th one on top. And, maybe there'll be a 7th to come. Maybe not. Now each one has, each biomes, they each have like their own little individual area. So I guess it's whatever you want to make of it. I guess each one, swamplands, deserts, jungles, rocky lands, deserts. I kind of already said deserts, but there's a few kinds of deserts, like wastelands, just cars everywhere, or the ones with the cactuses, things like that. But as far as multiplayer goes, I won't touch on this because they don't have multiplayer. But I think for Rage, that would be kind of cool if they did have a multiplayer, because they have like the vehicles to do that, and that'd be really cool if they could. Some of the weapons that we get are pretty cool, so it could be interesting if they had a PvP. Now I know they don't do that, so I'm not gonna really like bring that in, but I think it'd just be cool if they just just found it in their hearts to open up like some kind of thing, or contracted with with some other developer to do that. And then finally, this is a big one. What needs to be added most is, I would say, the bugs. Now I touched briefly on the bugs and just graphics and expansions, but I think what they need to do is each vehicle should have it should be a little bit different, and especially the biggest bug is not vehicles getting de-healthed and then having to go respawn another one, especially the tank for $500. I think the best thing would be is to look at, I'm just repeating myself, but the interesting part is there's just so many bugs in the game, but the main one is when you die and then you come back as a checkpoint. They actually fixed this bug in the newest fast update, but you can still get a little bit of it on some missions where, let's say you use all your health infusions, okay, and then you die. Well, you think, because it started you off at your back health at the last checkpoint, that you'd have your 4 health infusions that you worked for. No, they're gonna take all your health infusions, and now you're gonna have nothing and have to redo from that checkpoint. So it kind of doesn't make it so nice, So that's literally it. I think they also need to there's a glitch where you can actually get infinite money. Now they kind of fixed that though, and they kind of did it weird, or you could glitch out of the map. And I was actually able to do that. Never got uploaded because I was never able to correctly. My internet cut out shortly after I did it, so I think it kind of I wouldn't say fried the game, but glitched it. So that was basically it. So glitching is possible, very possible with this game actually. So I think they need to fix most of their bugs. That's the biggest problem, but everything else is pretty good, guys. And I think that's what needs to be added to Rage 2. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more Rage 2 content coming out soon. I don't post every day. I might post every other day or every 3 days ish. I'm usually pretty good about doing it if I have the time. It's just an interesting time right now, just for a week, and then I'll get over it and test end of year finals. So, and then I'll be able to continue on with life and get